All it takes is a fearless hunter with the right tools and a vicious beast to hunt.
Hey guys, what's up? Stasis here, and it's time for another money making guide. I'm going to be showing you guys 3 different things that you can go catch for easy money, and they are not necessarily the best money making, the best money making hunting things in the game, but they are the 3 that I have used, and I enjoy using them. Alright guys, so the first one I'm going to be showing you guys is the horned grox. The reason I'm showing you guys the horned grox first is because it has the lowest hunting level needed, and so therefore you guys can do it earlier. And it is in Karamja. There are several ways to get there. You can either travel by the Amulet of Glory to Karamja and run. You can travel by boat to Karamja and run. Or my personal favorite method, and the reason it's my favorite method is because it is the fastest method. I have a Tyblo One-Eye teleport here. You can buy these in the Grand Exchange, or you can get them from Treasure Trails, and you just read that and it will teleport you to Tyblo One-Eye, as you are seeing. And once you turn up in Tyblo One-Eye, you want to run south. But you've got to run around this village. It does not matter which way you go, but going west is the fastest, and then you run south, and that guy is running around with an AGS in Karamja for some reason. Also guys, the spottier cape, it makes you not only lighter so you can run farther, but I guess it is like helps camouflage you. I don't really know, I don't hunt very often, but oh well. So once you get here, you will need a dragon hatchet. Well, any hatchet will do, as long as it can cut a tree down, a knife, and a teasing stick. And that's basically all you need. You chop down a dead tree, any of them will do, and then you go over to the trap pit, and it will use your knife and these logs to create one of these, and then you go find a horned grox. You tease the horned grox, and then you jump over the spiked pit and wait, and it will probably walk onto there and fall and die. Pretty simple. Dismantle collapse trap, and I got a grox fur and big bones. The price check on these are 8.7k for the grox fur and 334 for the big bones. I personally recommend just burying the big bones, but some people prefer doing otherwise, and there are pros and cons to doing this hunting method. First of all, we'll go with the cons. The knife, the logs, and the dragon hatchet all take space. Granted, you're not holding onto the logs for very long, but they do take space, as well as the grox furs, which is why I recommend burying the big bones. Let me go jump this spike pit and I will show you what I mean. It will walk onto here, and it will fall in, and you dismantle. Alright, so as you can see, it's taking up 2 inventory spaces. I'll bury my big bones, but it's still taking up 2 inventory spaces, which is, a con. It takes up more inventory space, so you have to go to the bank. The best thing about it, though, is it's easy money and it's easy hunting XP. It's 17,594 gold for 2 of these, which would turn out to be and also the teasing stick takes up a space in your inventory. So the most you can get of these is approximately 26, and then you would have to go bank. 26 of these is 228,722. That's actually quite a bit of money. Okay, so on to the next place. These ones are pretty simple. To get to the next place, I personally recommend just going to the Grand Exchange via teleport or whatever, and running up here. And in the northeast corner is a spirit tree, and you use that spirit tree to go to the Tree Gnome Stronghold. Now these are level 53 hunting, and all you will need is a box trap or more, depending on your hunting level. I can use up to 4 box traps, but I prefer to bring, about 10, especially for long stays, because sometimes you will get some random events, and in the past, I'm not 100% sure if they still do it. You could lose your box traps because the random events took you away and you just lost the box traps because they disappeared. So I recommend bringing a few extras. Okay, so you right click on the spirit tree, click teleport, and then tree gnome stronghold. It should be the second option. And then once you arrive in the tree gnome stronghold, you head south. And there will be a gate down here. Let me get down here. And these are going to be the regular Chinchampas, just gray Chinchampas. Like I said earlier, they take level 53 hunter. And what you need to do is run south until you find this gate and open the gate. Go ahead and open this gate. And for this, I highly recommend a spottier cape and boots of lightness. If you have them, I have them, but they're in my bank. And the reason I recommend these things is it's a little bit of a run. There is also a fairy teleport ring up there, but I always forget about it. And what is this? Oh, okay. But I always forget about it, so I just end up running. Probably the fastest way to the Gray Chinchampas is the fairy teleport ring, and there is a teleport ring near Edgeville that you can use and get here a lot faster. And Edgeville is of course right next to the GE, and you can take that tunnel to get there. Once you're at that tunnel, just head a little bit south, and without going over the bridge, just head south and you're going to find the fairy teleport ring. It's next to a house, and there is a musician about halfway to the Great Chinchampas. Alright guys, so I'm ready to go, and so you just continue running north. I'll run over here, and up here you will see some gray little things running around, and this guy right here, Fish 2015, I guarantee you is a bot. And Chinchampas are heavily botted because, well, I'll show you why here in just a minute. But first I'm going to find a world without a botting douchebag. Alright, so I found a world without any botters, as you can see, and now I've got to go find the great Chinchampas again. I prefer to use this clearing right here. I don't know why, but yeah. Okay, I can set up 4 box traps. It does not matter where you set these box traps up. You can just kind of set them up anywhere, and you are going to be mine soon. So I prefer setting them up in this order, and as you guys saw, the botter was setting them up in a style like this, only bigger around and putting one in the middle. And the reason he was doing that is because he has higher, he's got a higher hunting level than I do. Pros and cons for these is, like I said earlier, you can lose box traps, so you kind of need to use space for box traps, for extra box traps in your inventory. But the best thing about these is, as you can see, they stack up. You can have 10 billion. Okay, you can have 2.147 billion of these, and they will just continue to stack up until you reach max cash stack of these. And this is why Chinchampas are heavily botted. So it's level 53 hunting to get these, and their price is 316 a piece. But that's kind of low. But like I said, they stack up, and 948, and that's just in one inventory space. And I've got another one right over here in this shaking box. And look at that, I just got another one. So that's why these are botted quite a bit, and they really don't take a whole lot of time to catch. But let's move on to the next place. And the next place, guys, is red Chinchampas, aka carnivorous Chinchampas, as they're called in game. You need level 63 hunter to catch these, and the easiest way to get there is to rub your Ring of Dueling and go to Castle Wars Arena. And once you get to Castle Wars, as you can see here. You need to come out of Castle Wars and run south, and you will find the Fedlip Hills. If you run south far enough, you need to run a little bit southwest, go through this ogre camp, and you're gonna go through a lot of ogres actually. And carnivorous chinchompas, guys, are very, very heavily botted hunting monsters, because they are worth more than the gray chinchompas, and once again, they do stack up. So you have to find a world without any bots, otherwise it's really not worth coming down here, because you're going to end up fighting, 10 botters over, one chinchompa, and you're not going to get very many. The thing that I recommend people do whenever they are faced with this problem is, as you can see here, there's a bot, LOL, good fight, laughing my ass off, he is a botter, and as you can see, he has that same setup as the last botter. So I'm going to go to a German world, which is what I recommend most people do, is they go to a German world, and generally there are less botters there, and sometimes you will find a botter there, but most generally it's pretty empty, and if there are botters there, you can always try another different language world. But this is what we're capturing, carnivorous chinchompa. Let me go to a German world and show you what it's like. Oh, and just for those who don't know, you want to select the Deutsch language, that is German. Portuguese and French are also on here, but you need to go to the German. Alright guys, so I have just logged into the German world. As you can see, it's not called the box trap anymore, and these are not carnivorous chinchompas anymore. But there is sadly a botter here, so I must try another world. Alright guys, so here we are on the other German world, and there is nobody here, so I'm going to go ahead and set up my box traps to catch the Schlickchillas, as they are called on the German worlds. Alright, so there are just a couple key differences between a German world and an American world, and those differences are just purely, cosmetic, more or less. You can't read unless you know a little bit of German like I do. I do know a little bit of German, not a whole lot, but, I know some. So, basically you won't be able to read your stuff anymore. And like up here on your XP counter, it's called EP now, and instead of commas it has dots. A lot of, all European countries do this, I believe, and if I'm not mistaken, a lot of my subscribers are actually from Europe, so you guys may be better off on this world than I am, because I only speak a little bit of German. It's basically my second language, kind of. I know some Spanish as well, but yeah. Anyways, I've been to Europe, and that's kind of why I know some German. Okay, I've got 4 of each chinchompa and 2 grokfurs. So let me go ahead and price check these. Alright, there we go. So, 1.2k for the 4 regular chinchompas, the gray chinchompas. For the red chinchompas, 2.4k. So you're making basically twice the money. And to catch the gray chinchompas, you need level 53 hunting, and level 63 hunting is for red chinchompas. But level 41 hunting will get you 8.8k grokfurs. So my total haul for today is a total of 22.5k. So that's pretty much it. I will talk to you guys